Yo!
Yeah.
What up, everyone? Back again for another episode, Season 2, Episode 11, Influencers and Insta Fame.
Yes,
I am a little under the weather, but we're here and we're going to do this tonight. Before I give our intros, I just want to say what's up to everybody in the chat. We've got King ABC, Word and Danny, Flex Chef, Zulika, Frankie, what's up, guys? I am Hella Lace, aka the best in the West.
It's your favorite customizer, possibly retired, who knows. Word Customs here, but you know what time it is. It's football season. So it's your favorite Cowboys fan you love to hate.
You ain't retiring. Shut your ass up. Y'all already know me, Caramel_Wonder, aka Danny. I'm your tie-dye sock lady. I'm your merch lady. Get your t-shirts. And I am, Beast Coast, baby. Ella took that L to us and all that over there in the West Coast. Well, we is back with another show. And we are looking forward to engaging with everyone in the chat.
Facts.
Yeah, Nike trying to retire me. We'll talk about
it. I see Flex Chef in the chat. I hope you're working on that mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese?
Because you don't have to work on it. He has to work on it for sure.
I don't know. He claimed he coming for the throne. We gonna see though.
Dims is fighting words.
Big fight.
Salute to everybody sipping on something. Salute to Hella for addicting me to something I don't need to be addicted to.
Hella, you see what you started? I blame you.
Good though.
I got 2 4-packs of Martinelli's sparkling cider.
I blame her.
It's awesome because, a little bit of Henny and then Martinelli's, it fits perfect in this glass, courtesy of MIA Beer Company.
Anywho, moving right along.
Right. Danny, you know what we start off with. Go ahead.
Oh, we're going to start off with what's going on in these streets, under Yawl B Pressed. I don't know. What did we want to talk about first? We want to talk about the music part, or did you want to talk about that other thing that I put in there?
Let's do music first.
Okay. So I just wanted to know if anyone has given the Nas album a listen. I listened to a few tracks. I didn't listen to the whole album all the way through. I listened to it while I was driving. I don't know where I was on my way to. But I thought it was pretty solid. But a true, hip hop person will probably appreciate it. I did see some mixed reviews out in the streets where some people were saying that they were a bit underwhelmed by it. But it's the same thing they did with Jay-Z. They feel as though that once the artists that we've known growing up have evolved onto more mature music, they feel as though that they've lost their spark or lost their way. I mean, I don't personally agree with it. I mean, who doesn't evolve? You're an much older person. You've experienced much more things. I don't know. What do you guys think about it?
I gave it a little bit of a listen on my flight home from Miami, which wasn't pleasant, so I couldn't really dive into it. But I will say, welcome back, Lauryn Hill, because that song with Lauryn Hill is fire. I don't care if she's showing up late to the party. I will be there. I'm saying? But, it's not underwhelming for what I would expect from a Nas album. Like you said, people evolve, and I don't think people can evolve with their music. So they're looking for maybe a certain thing. But I think, with the times, like he kept up with the times while staying true to himself. I'm doing it. I'm going to go back and give it probably like 2 more listens and figure out what are my favorites. But right now, it's the Lauryn Hill track. I mean, he's got Eminem and EPMD on there, bro. Like, come on. Come on.
What about you, Hella? Have you given it a listen?
Yeah. The Lauryn Hill joint is my favorite one. it has to be a really good album for me to listen to it all the way through, because you got me like, you got 5 seconds to get me into a song, unless there's like a feature in the song that I know that I'll love.
Right.
But it's like the first 5 seconds, if it doesn't get me, I skip to it. But yeah, I haven't given it a full listen. I'm not sure I ever will, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but yeah, I think when it comes to an artist that's been around a long time and that's very highly regarded, whenever they come out with an album after a long time, I think people are going to criticize it a little harder. So I think that's maybe what had happened here, but I feel like he could have given us a lot more.
I did see like on social media, what I saw like on Twitter and Facebook, a lot of people were like really digging the Lauryn Hill track. I think it's just because people just miss so much of Lauryn Hill. I mean, what's going on with that woman and her not showing up to things, canceling things.
It seems like she did a little bit of explaining though in the song. She was trying to explain a little bit of what was really going on. Like, she's not crazy. You know, they always make people out to be crazy, so I don't doubt that she's telling the truth. But I mean, at the same time, Nas doesn't really have to rap, bro. He's like the top investment. He's the top investment king. If he could afford to pay at least $200,000 a month, he definitely doesn't need to rap. So,
of course, I mean, he has other ventures out there and things that he's making money on. But I think it's just him dipping his toe back into the pond to let motherfuckers know, like, I ain't going cheap. I still does this. But I do other things as well.
Right. Yeah, it's a love for it. Like, people like him, Jay-Z, they'll never go anywhere fully. They'll hop on somebody's track. They'll pop out an album every now and then. Like, you can't, it's like a retired football player. They're not going to not throw the ball around with their kids or do something, be involved somehow. Like, it's something you love.
Right.
And then when is Donda coming back? I know the leaked links of his songs have been going around. I've got a couple of links from people. They got them uploaded to their Google Drive. I didn't tune into the listening party that was on. I think he had 2 of them. But I did see that the date has constantly been getting pushed back. People have been complaining about that. Has anyone given the Donda album a listen or even tuned into the listening party? As of right now, it looks like the date has changed a couple of times. I think it was supposed to drop after the second listening party, and it was supposed to drop on the 13th, and now the potential release date is like August 20th. I don't know. You never know what's going on in that man's head. He was on stage with like a whole pantyhose on his face, so I don't know. Y'all just gotta let Kanye be Kanye.
Man, look, Kanye is his own monster. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it comes out in 2045. Like, we all be tuned in and watching whatever this man is doing. I don't know what he's doing in Atlanta in the stadium, talking about locking stuff down, and I don't know. He always makes a whole spectacle. I think that's how we know we're close to getting the album actually. Right. So the more ignorant he acts, the more of a chance that it's gonna pop up on Apple Music.
I honestly feel as though he intentionally does this to keep people on the edge of their seat to drive the hype. Just like, Kanye from like social media, and then he comes back on social media saying some outlandish shit or doing some outlandish shit, and then that's how you know, oh yeah, this motherfucker working on the album.
He's genius.
I feel like the album creation process drains most of his sanity. So then when he's about to come out with his album, it's just like he's just out of his mind, and then that's what we get. But I think I seen a tweet somewhere where they said that Kanye told us to listen, that he listens to the silence and that we should listen to the silence, and that's his album or something like that. And I was just like,
yeah, I mean,
all right.
I don't think I've banged enough lines to hit that wavelength.
Banged enough lines,
but yeah. Yeah. Anywho, that's all I think I had in. Oh no, I did have one more thing in the music section. I did hear. I saw it trending somewhere. I believe it was on YouTube. People were saying that my boo, Jada Kiss, was out here saying that he will murder anybody in a battle, that he'll even murder Eminem. Now, I know Eminem ain't everybody's cup of tea as a rapper, and I love me some J to the moi, but sir, I'm gonna have to hold you. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna have to hold you there. Like I said, I love Kiss. I don't think that, now I'm not saying that Kiss won't give him a run for his money, but I feel as though that he's not going to beat an M. Secondly, why'd you even calling M out? Because M gave you your flowers. He put you in a category before him. So I kind of feel like stop the cat.
Like look at here. You had a good battle versus Dipset that came out looking like it was 2001 and falling off stages and probably high as fuck. I mean, I'm not gonna, Jada is a beast. I feel like he would watch most artists, but I mean, we're not trying to do a bad. Eminem doesn't need to do a versus, nor will he ever probably do a versus. Like Jay-Z will never do a versus, so he can just go ahead and let that go. He got a better chance of getting Joe Buttons to come on, and we know how that nigga duck and dodge.
Right now, y'all know I love my boy Joey because he's from my hood. But that boy ain't doing nobody's battle, no, never. He gonna stay where they put him, and that's it.
But just look for the lovers and friends and stay in that lane.
We did, but I did enjoy the versus battle. Jada Kiss came out ready for war. Bro man had on Timbs and shorts. You already know what he came to do. He came out with the Timbs on. It was already done. They did give us a show. I loved every bit of the show. I feel like Dipset came to be like flashy, just showing off their outfits. I don't know what type of 2003 stuck in the time warp outfits they was wearing, but I feel like that's what they do. Jim Jones fell off the stage. Jim Jones had on somebody else's taxi 12s. I don't know whose, but his 4 sizes too big. Yeah, all of that. I don't know. Did y'all catch that? And why did oh boy, Jewels have on every bit of stitch of clothing he had in his closet, like he just came home and didn't know what time zone he was in?
Look, I was a super Jewels fan. Like every mixtape, every song he's putting out, I'm bumping it. But after the Chiefs switch up, I think he just went left, and I couldn't do it no more.
I don't know. It was like I don't know. It was like they couldn't remember their lines, so they were rapping over lyrics. So it kind of took away from their performance. Not to say that they don't have their place in history. Not to say that they don't make good music. Not to say that they don't have bangers, because it was stuff I was definitely, bopping to, and I was like, damn, like took this back. Kind of feel like maybe if they had Pink Mink Cam and not that Stephen A. Smith hairline Cam, it might have been a little better. If they weren't so focused on the bling, not that they would have had a chance against Jada.
I mean, Cam looked like they forced him there. Like he didn't really want to come. He's like, "Oh, this niggas made me come, so I'm here."
Right? They didn't. It's kind of like they came to the show with the unloaded gun and then tried to load the gun at the end of the show. Like, what was that about?
Yeah, but it was pretty much a wrap.
Yeah.
Stick to the grams, because you don't know Grammys.
This how you know Kiss came to battle. Like, he wasn't drunk. He said, I'm coming to battle. This is a versus battle. I'm ready for war. Put the Timbs on, and there was no alcohol in his system. He said, I'm gonna be focused, man. And that's what he did. He literally put the show on his back and took over. I mean, what can you say? I mean, hell, what you got to say about it?
Well, truly, I was looking at our notes, and there's something else that you have in the Yawl B Pressed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to find an appropriate video to show on our channel, but I'm not sure that there is. So that's what I'm thinking about right now. I'm sorry I moved ahead. But if you see me looking over here, I'm like, can't show that. Definitely can't show that. I guess we can scroll through the Instagram and the people can go look for themselves. I'm sorry, I skipped ahead, guys.
Right. That's why I try to put Instagram so you can get the name, so maybe you can go look for themselves. I did put a poll in my stories about it. So once we move to that section, I'll tell you what the consensus was.
Okay.
The answers for my poll.
Too funny. So I guess we should move on to that, right?
Yeah, we can. That is the social media aspect of the Yawl B Pressed. So I stumbled across a gentleman who has a massage company, and the name of his company is like Wine and he's actually out there in California. I don't know whereabouts, how far from hella. I don't know, maybe you want to check it out. But the man who, not that he exclusively targets women, but I mean, I guess targets women because of I guess how he looks, how he gives the massages, and what the videos look like. But I'm sure
I don't know if that's how he gives all his massages. Like
right. So he has a massage company. So I actually ran a poll in my stories asking, the fellas, like, would you allow your woman to get a massage by this man? Now
that first video doesn't look too bad. The one in the middle, the second one.
Do you want? I will click on it if you two agree on it. I don't know. I haven't watched it.
What's gonna happen? I
don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know what happens in these videos.
It's no nudity. He keeps the ladies covered.
There's no nudity. It's just massages. That's all it is. There's no nudity.
But it's very
gentlemen who get massages. And from like me, getting feedback from like women and reading the comments, apparently these massages are like to die for. Like women saying that this
is not really displaying. You got to like find a good one,
but
like one to let the dudes know. Like
so these are the
you need to go down them.
He does a lot of like stretching of your limbs. There's a lot of like oil because a lot of these women
there you go. Let's go with this one.
They look like fried chicken because they got all this oil on them. But I put up a poll in my stories asking the fellas would they allow their women to get massages like this. And just let me tell you, listen here, all the men with the exception of like one showed up with violence. Okay, they showed up and chose violence that day. They was like, no, hell no. She want to be single. Oh, I'm gonna kill her. All this crazy.
Wait, go to the cheeks one. Go to the cheeks one, bro. Like this guy's getting paid to do this.
Yes.
He found the cheat code.
Literally,
y'all better get y'all massage license.
He literally is like lathering women in like Crisco. It looks like because they hella oily. I don't know what type of shower you taking after that massage, because you definitely need to get that oil off of you. I think there was only one guy who responded like, shit, he's taking appointments for me because I got a crick in my neck. I need him to work out. But every other fella that answered my poll literally chose violence that day. It'd have been a lot of dead females that day if she just showed up and showed this video talking about, yeah, this is what I went for my massage. But I heard it's like an experience like no other. I mean, it looks like it is.
I bet it is like no other. You ever been penetrated during a massage?
Y'all think that's what's going on there? I mean, I showed the video to my 17-year-old son, and he was like, "Oh nah, no." He said, "We ain't going there for no massage."
So nobody need his email for Mother's Day package.
I sent him a DM. I ain't get no response yet. I'm trying to find out how much these things cost.
I was about to say, what you sending him a DM for?
Right. I was like, you coming to Cali for a massage? Let me find out.
I want to see how much it's going to cost. Maybe I'll book a mature kids package or something.
Nah, he should be paying. He should be paying for them feels he copping. That might be worse than the strip club right there. I tell you what. Violent.
So, I mean, any fellas in the chat, y'all gonna let y'all lady get a massage from this man?
I'm waiting for the responses. What did Skip say? Hold on. I think I put it on the screen, but look.
Big facts. Go over there looking like a linebacker for the Buffalo Bills.
Yo, look at old school. Wendell said, hell no. He said, fuck no. Hop Pop said, hell no. King ABC said he ain't with it neither.
Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
I mean, y'all afraid? Y'all think he's doing something he's more than what's being advertised? I mean, because anything could go on in the massage rooms. He just putting it out there. Listen, this is what's going on. A lot of massage companies don't even give you this much viewership.
Right.
That's true.
Because the only other popping one is Hands of Fury dude, who be getting like all the celebs and stuff.
Pop said that's too intimate.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit much. Like, why is he oiled up with no shirt on? And like it's a lot. It's a lot. Like I know masseuses who like oil their forearms because they're they slide, but you got your chest all oiled up and whatnot. What is you rubbing your pecs on somebody's back? Like
if he's recording like video clips on his Instagram, he really can't be ashy, right?
Man, look, you don't got to be greased up.
I mean, I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
He got on Crisco, bro.
Flex.
Listen, all I know is that if I got a massage that good, of course I'm coming home with a smile. What you mean?
I mean, every limb in
I paid for that smile, okay?
Right.
Now, if you go to his page and go through his feed, some of them women look like they having orgasms in the videos. Like that is beyond a relaxing massage.
I don't know.
Say that.
I mean, the fact that some of them are like completely naked and some of the positions that they're in when he's giving them massages is a little questionable. I might be a little nervous, like, wait, what's going on?
Right.
Like, all your cookies and pearls is out and real oily.
Cookies and pearls.
Real close.
I mean, did you see the one where he had them like arched over him? Like in that, I don't know what position that was. I mean, there was just some that was OD.
Yeah.
OD, triple OD.
Yes.
Throw the whole massage package.
Wait, what happened?
He said you gotta throw it all in the trash, bruh. Respectfully.
Yeah. But if his elbow is in the middle of my mouth,
everything hurts, I bet.
Y'all are
Y'all are wild.
Y'all are definitely funny. Like look at this one. Look at this video. I think this one is a bit much. Can y'all see that?
Oh yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Like, what position massage is that, bro?
Right. I think that one's a bit much.
He bench pressing your broad, like.
Yo, imagine if your girl was like, hey, I want this massage for my birthday or anniversary, whatever the case may be, right? And then you see that he posts a video, that the massage person posts a video on Instagram, and you're like, whoa, hold on. I paid for that? You didn't tell me all that was going on. Could you? Oh, man.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Listen, fellas, I guess if you book a massage for your girl, you better go with her.
Mm-hmm. The girl or the wife probably asking why he playing video games. Hey, babe.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get this?
While he got the headphones on, he's playing online.
Y'all better put down that 2K and that Call of Duty. Pay attention to the booty.
Wait, Jesus said he need to ask his wife if you should start giving him massages.
Yeah, she's gonna slap you.
That's called the Busted Baby.
Bruh.
Channel 2.
You settle after that. Man, he said throw away the whole relationship.
Wendell said he making the news.
Look.
Yo.
Y'all can go to the strip club and go to the champagne room, but they can't get a massage, huh?
Right, I'm saying. Exactly. Y'all putting dollars in the strippers' coochie holders, and we can't get a massage. Like, what's going on? Let's keep it fair. Let's keep it fair.
Coochie holders.
I'm gonna move us along to the sneaker corner. I know everybody's heard about it. The Shoe Palace employee that was fatally shot. I've read probably 10 or 11 different articles because I was trying to find the actual story. I don't know if we'll get the actual story, but some people are saying that the employee was called because the incident had happened, and other people were saying that he was coming in to clock in for work. I'm not sure what the actual story is, but
He was breaking up a fight over
yeah.
the sneakers. People were fighting.
Yeah, but in the articles they were saying that employees had called him to the store about the situation, but other articles were saying that he was actually coming in to work that day, and then he came into all of the fuck shit happening. But they did arrest a 16-year-old boy that I guess somebody had called in the name to a informant line or something like that, and they are withholding his identity, obviously, because
He's a
he's
minor.
a minor. How do you guys feel? A 16-year-old's life is essentially over now over a pair of shoes.
And for what? Like, it's, I don't.
And you know what pair of shoes it was?
What?
It was
better not be the
those
Pollins.
the black camo Nike Dunks. You know, the multi camo Dunks, the ones you
the
have.
crazy, the one I have or the other ones?
Yeah, the ones you have.
Oh, I mean, I got them for like $5 above retail, off of stock. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, for that, it should have been a Travis Scott. Not to say that issue is worth losing your life, but like, these kids really don't have. They're lacking some kind of impulse control that makes you go from 0 to 100 to shoot somebody over. You know, like now you're in jail possibly for the rest of your life, for a pair of shoes. Like, what was it for? Like $50 to $100 profit. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Like, you can't help anybody out nowadays. You can't break up fights. It's like you can't even be a good Samaritan for risk of your life.
And it's sad. It's sad that somebody's life was taken over a pair of shoes. Like, it should never be that serious. I mean, it should never be that serious to take somebody's life over like anything material like that. That's just ridiculous. There are other ways to get these shoes. Like, get you a job, get you a little hustle so you can get the money to get the shoes. I mean, there's so many of us that take L's daily, but we ain't going out and fighting nobody over these shoes. Like, we'll get them in due time. We'll wait for a restock. We'll sell something that we have to get it. Like, I just don't understand it. I just think that a lot of these kids are just desensitized to the magnitude of them doing something like this and what impact it will have on their life, because they see so many people on TikTok and on Instagram doing fuck shit, crazy shit like that, and getting like their name boosting headlights. It's like they get famous for doing something fucked up, and then they're just so desensitized because of all of the violence and everything that we constantly see that's fed to us on our feeds every day. And that's where the parents really gotta hunker down and talk to their children and figure out what's going on in their heads. I don't care how much they won't talk to you, make them talk to you, because that's insane. Like, what exactly were you thinking at that moment in time to take somebody's life over?
The best article that I found, Chilltown, it said investigators learned that employees had a conflict with a group of people regarding the shoe raffle. A coworker telephoned Jaren, is that his name? And told him about the conflict. And then it said Bradford, an employee of Shoe Palace, came to the store to assist coworkers. When he arrived, he was confronted by the group, and the juvenile pulled out a gun and shot Bradford. Now, if you've seen the video, which the video is so hard to watch, you see that they're like, his hands are up, but he's asking like, what's going on here? What's wrong? And he's backing up, and then the person shoots him and runs, and then the video ends. But so we don't know if it's really over sneakers, but I mean, employees told the investigators that it was over a sneaker raffle, so I guess we have to take it with a grain of salt. Maybe they had issues prior. Maybe somebody else who was working in the store had issues with this group. Who knows? But at the end of the day, somebody lost their life.
It's crazy.
We know over shoes.
Was their first instinct not to call the police? Like, listen, bro, you can have whatever the hell you want off this show. Take it, get the fuck out, and I'm calling the cops.
Right.
Why are we calling another employee to handle a scuffle or a confrontation? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're probably worried about the store. Not to say that it's okay, remember when we went to Newport Mall after the whole stabbing for the Concords, they had to pay outside security, and a lot of the stores weren't making enough money to hire that outside security just to have releases, so it hurts the store. So I get there watching their bottom line, but obviously, that wasn't the right move because you never know what level someone's going to escalate to, especially in these times. People are not all mentally there anymore. So you treat every situation like I'm calling the police. Like, that's just it. Like, let them do what they want to do. Call the police. Like, nothing, no shoes, no clothing, no money is not worth losing your life because you just don't know what anybody's thinking or going through.
Right.
And coming from somebody who worked sneaker retail for many, many, many years, I've had incidents happen, but never with this level of violence. And perhaps it's because we were inside of a mall. There's not very many escape routes that normal people know of inside of a mall, but we did have a couple instances where we've had employees like literally tackle people for the product, and then they've hurt themselves, and at the end of the day I'm just like, was it worth it? Was your injury worth just a pair of shoes? It takes a while for you to learn that, like, yeah, it's your job, but your life is not worth this job or anything that's inside of this store. So it's just like, let it go.
Right.
That's crazy to me. Whenever I worked retail, like, the first thing they tell you is you really can't chase customers or accuse because they get a lawsuit. So you just let it go. They'll handle it, later. But this, I don't got stock in the store. If you take something that's not coming out of my check, I'm getting paid for the hours that I'm here, not for the stuff that I'm protecting. So do what you gonna do, bro. Like, so that's crazy.
That's very true. Chilltown. We are long gone from those days. You got
yeah.
5
people don't fight no more. I don't even think kids know what it is to get punched. Like, they're just cowards. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, the sneaker companies are the ones who need to change it up. Like, we're at a technology level where I don't even know why we still have to go into a store. Like, everybody has identification, right? The IDs got these scan codes, all this. Like, there got to be some data, like, just like sneakers app. Like, they do all of this, like, why are people still having in-store raffles? And I get, like, there's small boutiques or whatever, but they got to do, everything has to just be done online and shipped. That's just it.
But we can't blame the sneaker stores about people's actions. Like, why shouldn't I have the right to walk in a damn store? Maybe I want to buy something other than just the sneaker that I'm picking up for this raffle.
Right.
It's
well, no. That's fine. I'm saying with hype stuff, they have to do, like, if you notice during the pandemic when some stores were open, like, I noticed a lot of the SB raffles at the skate shops, they were like off the back. Their raffle was like, we're having a raffle. You can come in and get a ticket, but the shoes aren't kept on site. You can't come pick up the shoes. We're shipping all the shoes. So right off the bat, you're paying shipping. Like, they didn't want any cause for people to get irate in the store. So that's basically what it's come down to. So sure, you come in the store, fill out the raffle, nothing's on site. It's going to be shipped. You can't come here to pick up extra pair after it's over. Like, none of that. Like, everything has to be off-site somewhere, warehouse shipping, because people are crazy, looting stores. They're going to be out there hawking. Like, I mean, you go to pick up your shoes and there's 50 resellers in line. Like, you keep know what you're selling. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'll never go to Supreme again because when I went to Supreme for that one release, the amount of hawking that you get outside of that store, it makes you uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, but again, this wasn't even a hype pair of shoes. It was like that camo dunk that you got. That it's
any dunk,
right?
Unfortunately,
but it wasn't. It's not even a dunk that's going for high resale value. And again, why should we be prisoners in our homes and not be able to go out and shop because people don't know how to act? Why should shoe companies release or stores change how that they release things? Because then we shouldn't have any brick and mortars. Then every store should just have online, and we have streets of vacant buildings. Why?
But clearly the problem is the shoes so we used to be able to camp out. They stopped doing that because that caused problems. Now it's a raffle. So, and not every shoe gets a raffle, right? Some shoes you can pick up. It depends. So if a shoe is raffle worthy, then maybe it's a shoe you don't keep on site because you think there's going to be some hype around it. I mean, it's unfortunate, but allowing people to come in to enter the raffle only still allows them to come in and shop, because there are some stores that say, hey, if you purchase, clothing or spend a certain amount, you'll get extra tickets or whatever the case. But just know you can't have people coming to the store to pick up their shoes because that's when they're most vulnerable. Now you have the product, so now I'm gonna rob you or I'm gonna hawk and try to see how I can get ahead. You can't do anything when you're gonna shoot somebody for a roll of raffle tickets. That's not gonna get you anywhere. You want the shoe, you want the product. So if the product's not there, what can you do?
So you're saying basically every shoe release, we got to go and fill out a raffle and then wait for them to ship it to us.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but then again, that's me.
I mean, unless it's like if you're going into a mall, that's different. People are a little bit more precautious at a mall, but if it's a standalone store, somewhere on the street.
Not really. Somebody got stabbed in Newport Mall over the Concourse.
I mean, that's facts, but you would think you're a little more safe in the mall. I mean, I would just say every shoe has to be shipped. I'm not a person that needs to be shipped a feet day or release, so I ain't worried about it. But there's some people want it in hand, but whatever. You want it in hand or you want your life?
I just think that maybe like the city or the township should find a way to allow the stores to hire, a police officer or two for some extra protection and not charge them like rate prices for the cop being around. Because I mean, I have cops who are in my family, and a lot of cops, make extra money off these gigs, but the amount of money that they charge these stores or venues or whatever for the security is insane. I mean, you're like a civil servant, so it should be, not that you shouldn't be paid, but why rate the store or the community to protect them?
So then you have to make a tighter window, right? So you don't want to pay a cop for a whole day of raffles. You got to make a tighter window. Raffle 3 hours. You pay a cop for 3 hours. Maybe make raffle tickets $1. I mean, nobody wants to pay for a raffle ticket with no guarantee, but make raffle tickets $1 and the cop gets the ticket on all the raffles. Like whatever, like so if you're charging $1 for raffle tickets and you do 1,300 raffle tickets, then the cop gets that money. That's your paycheck.
I mean, it's just
working out.
It's just a never ending cycle. It's just, honestly, people just need to learn how to act, and people just need to learn not to be so quick to choose violence and act on somebody else's life because you didn't win something or because you didn't get something, because there's always somebody who got something that you don't want. So what does that mean? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Or they just do like I said, go to pre-orders and make the shoe available for everyone to order. See how many people are still around in the sneaker game. Like how many do you really love this shoe, or do you just want it because there's only 100 pair?
Or stop dropping numbers.
That too.
Stop telling people, it's only 55,000 of them in the world. Just drop the damn shoe and let people go after the shoe. That's it. Because I mean, honestly, the stores do know what they're doing, driving the hype, telling you there's 200 pair or there's 2,000 pair or it's 55,000 pair. Yeah, they're driving the interest in that shoe. So just stop dropping the numbers and let people just cop shoes. And if people, get the chance to cop the shoe, they cop the shoe. If they don't, they move along. But I think the more that they push this numbers game, people is what constantly driving the hype behind things. You'll see who the real sneakerheads are once you stop seeing the numbers put out there about how limited a shoe is.
Right.
Yeah, this is true, Doug P. They don't care.
Word this article. Is it really this short, or was there more to it? Because there's like the video.
I think if you click, it should be. It's more. It should, if you keep scrolling down, it should keep going.
Okay,
like it's just broken up with a bunch of ads and whatnot.
Right.
Yep. So on to the next topic. The topic of why I'm retiring. Nike wants to crack down on customizers. Boy, oh boy, I tell you. First it's the bootleggers, now it's the customizers who are the problem.
So
Nike.
Painting on a product that you bought and you now own.
So I'm confused a little bit. I need to dig a little bit more into it as whether it's the paint. For me, initially, I thought it was the issue of recon artists, because in my mind, I correlated to if I buy a Honda Civic from Honda, once I buy that car and it's now my car, If I want to paint it, I can. If I want to change the rims, I can. If I want to change the stereo, I can, right? The only thing that would change anything about, or the only thing they wouldn't agree with, or they wouldn't, deal with my car anymore is if I like built my own engine and put it in or whatever, right? There's certain things that void warranties. So in my opinion, recon artists taking apart a Nike shoe or, any shoe and reconstructing it, you're not doing it the same way Nike does, because obviously you don't know the process. So that's the only compromising thing, right? That's the issue, because if I say, hey, I'll reconstruct your Air Max 1, I take it apart, and you have it for a week, and your foot comes through the shoe or the sole comes off, you're gonna be mad at me, maybe, but you're gonna be mad at Nike too. Or some people might try to go back to Nike, or if you buy it off a website, you don't know it's not an official Nike. So there are problems that you can run into, because recon artists have run into this problem when they buy bags, like a Louis V bag, take it apart and make,
Right.
watch bands and lighters, and people will bring these products back to Louis V, and Louis V's like, that's not our product. So it runs into problems for the company. So I get it, but I mean, once you pay, if it's an official paid for, I don't know how much leeway they have with this. Not to mention, Nike, you've been stealing from customizers for years, bro. Like, the nerve of you. Like, we can't sue you guys because we're essentially editing an item that is owned by you. But now you want to come at the customizers because we're doing it better. You guys are putting bubble gum on the bottom of shoes and calling it a story. Come on.
That part I don't understand. Like, if you have a customizer that's solely just painting on a shoe, changing the color of the shoe, Nike knows that they didn't release the shoe in that colorway, and they haven't done anything to the integrity of the shoe as far as like the stitching or taking it apart. So I don't understand the beef. Now, coming after the recon artist or having a beef with the recon artist, I can understand that, because essentially they are compromising the integrity of the shoe, because they are literally taking apart a shoe, using your pattern to cut other fabrics and materials in that same pattern, and then putting it back together on a same Jordan or Jordan sole. I mean, the Jordan 1 is probably the most recon shoe ever. So back on a Jordan 1 sole. So I can get with them having a beef maybe with them, but if somebody just changing the paint and doing whatever they want with the shoe, I don't understand. But again, it's just Nike just showing that they have the money or whatever to, big flex and saying, hey, you know what? We Nike and we do what we want. Because honestly, like you said, they've been stealing from customizers since the beginning of time. And there's no doubt that they probably don't steal some of the designs that a lot of us Nike ID, they save all that shit. Like, you think that they're not saving that stuff? They're like, oh, we see people doing this, and this. They're gonna put that in their Rolodex so they can push it out later and call it a whole nother colorway. Because there's been plenty of times that Word has done customs for me, and then maybe 2, 3, 4 years later, that same shoe comes out from Nike, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, I had this shoe 4 years ago from a customizer who had this idea. I think that they just think that the customizers are doing better, and they want to try to find a way to hone in on that. And it's like, why not just embrace that? Work with some of these customizers to give you some ideas. Like that old 84-year-old guy in the back room who giving you mediocrity ain't it, Chief. Like, keep up with the times. Like, the customizers and the people wearing the shoes are in your trenches. That's who you need to be listening to. But no, y'all just troll the internet. You got your team that trolls the internet and like, ooh, you see this, you see this, you see this, and then bring it back to the boardroom.
Right. It's like the Grammys, right? They got all these old people on the board who vote for music that they don't even listen to. They probably ask their grandchildren and then just pick whatever. But, basically Nike is trying to say that, it's being materially altered, and it's altered in ways neither Nike nor our partners approve of or authorize. I think the biggest problem came with the Lil Nas X Satan Air Max, because it was really like super linked. Like, people almost thought Nike actually put that out, and clearly they dealt with the problem of combating all of that with the Satan stuff. So I think that's where it kind of started to like be a headache for them, and they're like, all right, we got to do something. We got to scare some people. I think this is a scare tactic. I mean, it's probably like, it seems like most of their stuff has been settled out of court. They're not really going anywhere. People are too scared to go against them. I don't know. I hope something is done. Like it's ridiculous that they're being this petty, and it's like people customize on so many different shoes. Nobody else is even saying anything about customizers. They embrace it. You know, freaking what was it? Saucony collaborated with influencers. Like people are collaborating with people, or even Vans does a contest where they let people design their own Vans, and they pick a like 5 or something like that to put out. Like Nike needs to get with it. I get it. You're the big dog, but honestly, they need to get on their knees and thank customizers because Air Force Ones wouldn't be selling like they are if it wasn't for customizers. Jordan 1 mids wouldn't be selling like they are if it wasn't for customizers. Like, so we're helping y'all sales. Now imagine if all the customizers in the world just band together and said, oh, well, we're not going to use Nike shoes no more. Guess the outlet's going to be a little flooded.
They're going to be empty. Right. Hop Dog, they didn't. They sure didn't.
Oh, yeah, they rode that wave because Nike doesn't care. I mean, Nike doesn't even care about their collaborations with celebrities. Like, you know, the person with the most leeway, aside from Kanye getting his own model, seemed to be Travis Scott. Everybody else gets like, here's your shoe. Like, look at Don C. He didn't even get to pick. They was like, here, we're gonna put these pieces together, and this is what you get.
But I don't think anybody's had it like Kanye. Like, because even Travis Scott, he's still kind of boxed in at some point. What did he do? He just put the swoosh backwards on a Jordan 1. But Kanye had like a shoe design that was none other than, you know, wasn't like anything that Nike or Jordan was just putting out. It was something that was completely different. He's the one that got his own shoe, essentially designed his own shoe. Whereas with Travis Scott and Melody Asani and Sheila Rashid, they kind of just Nike just kind of gives them something that they got in the closet and like, here, yeah, you put what colors you want on it, and that's about it. Like Travis Scott probably got a little more because he took the swoosh and put it backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like what's the name had a mid and she just added an accessory. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't anything major like wow about it. But it's just them showing that they have, you know, the big flex power. Like, yeah, we got money, we got the powerhouse, we got the lawyers, we gonna do whatever we want. And I think they're just reacting out of like, you know, jealousy, maybe. I don't know. Look what's going on with Cool Cop. You got people camping 4 days for a pair of shoes. Nike sees that. You know what I'm saying? They watching that. They're like, oh, people out here looking at these other folks? Nah, we got to get a piece of this pie.
At the end of the day, it's going to make them, I think it's going to do more harm than good, even if they do, because I mean, how much are they really going to get out of these people, even if they're ordered to pay, you know, crazy amount, they're going to get payments over time. But like the article says, at its core, the Nike lawsuit is about how far consumers may go under the law and altering and reselling the commercial product. So the question is, does it stop at painting logos and faces, or does it extend to replacing the sole, the tongue, or the leather? So I think that's where they're going to have to stay in the aspect of replacing parts, you know, cutting stuff off, re-sewing it, you know, altering the way that they make it. But like you can't come at me for a slap. That would be like, oh, you slapped a sticker on your shoe, I'm gonna sue you.
Right.
Like it makes no sense. Like kids have been coloring on their shoes with markers and doing stuff make them to stand out. Like for how long? You're gonna sue everybody? So I think, you know, it makes you wonder what's gonna happen to a shoe surgeon though.
Or Johnny Kicks.
Well, we ain't gonna look. There's a lot of people. I don't know this Drip Customs that they're going after, who was clearly they have a site and they were making a lot, but I feel like there's way bigger fish that they could be going after who are heavily into the recons and such, and they've done stuff with brands and everything like that.
Right. So you mean to tell me somebody like a you or a Lemonhead who took those electric oranges and painted that ashy white heel orange to make it look like a shoe we wanted? They have a problem with that? They could come after you?
I wouldn't think so. They might try, but it isn't, like I said, if I buy the car and I paint the car, what can you do? It's my car.
Right.
The only thing you can do is if I buy the car and I change the engine, you can refuse to service my car because it's not the engine y'all built.
Right. I guess we got to watch how this is going to play out. We'll see.
F Nike, that's how it plays out. Y'all, sneakers app is trash. You really want to come after us on this level? You really gonna lose it. Like, look, bro, I hit on sneakers in a month of Sundays. If you want me to start buying Vans and customizing those, just say that.
Right.
I'll be the most shell toe customizing mofo in the lands.
I don't know. We'll see.
I was gonna ask what is the issue with customizing? Like specifically, what was Nike suing them for?
Basically they said they're stealing money. They're getting losses, mind you. I'm in the stock world, so Nike is up. Like their earnings report was up, way up. Like their stock went from like in 2 months, their stock went from like 140 to like 175. Like so, they're not hurting, bro. Like
right.
clearly you're selling. Like Air Force Ones are selling out, and Air Force Ones are a staple, but Air Force Ones have never like sold out where you have to get them from a reseller for like $10-15 above. Like mids are selling out, ones or lows are selling out. Like you guys are selling out of everything just because people are hyped about sneakers right now. You guys aren't hurting. So what people are doing outside of it, it shouldn't be a problem. Maybe you guys should have opened back up your what was their little customizing thing where you have to book an appointment 17 years in advance to
The
bespoke. The bespoke. Like you guys didn't want to do that because you were too lazy. Like you don't want to cater to the things that people want because you're scared that people are more creative than you. You're running out of stories. You're running out of ideas. We're getting the same shoes regurgitated. I mean, how much longer before people are tired of it? People are going to the custom. Like, I mean, you see what they did. Odell Beckham was getting customized cleats from a couple of customizers. You guys shut it down because he was under Nike contract, and you started making him custom cleats and told him he couldn't get any more from any artist. Like, how lame is that?
Very.
Like the NFL has dedicated a whole week to allow to allow football players to express themselves with custom cleats with your cause. So obviously the NFL is embracing customization and they know what it is, but Nike wants to be douche fruits and say, "Oh no, if you're not getting it from us."
It's crazy.
It is what it is, man. Customizers ain't going nowhere.
They not. People still gonna get custom shoes because y'all still be putting out some of them ashy ass colorways that don't nobody want to see on the shoe, and people gonna do it with their shoes. If I send you my damn shoe and tell you to paint what the hell I want on it, then that's it. You can't do nothing about that.
That is it. That is all.
We spent almost an hour on all of our miscellaneous stuff. But so we got one more thing to talk about. We can move on to the meat and potatoes, as we say. Give me just a second. Share.
Sure. You can come after me if they want to. They're gonna get some bubble gum and some pocket lint. Artist Spotlight.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, so this week's Artist Spotlight goes out to the homie JSB, the creator. I'm pretty sure some of you have, I mean, anybody in the LeBron world has seen my homie blow it up. I first met him at Art Basel in 2019, I believe. He's Miami based. You know, I ran into him because he's also into Wade's, and we ran into each other at Wade's party. He also customized a pair of sneakers for Wade. He actually got hit up by, like, he didn't reach out to, he got hit up by Chris Brown and did a pair of customs for him, I think custom sneakers and a jacket. He just recently got followed by LeBron, who liked this pair. He did the homage to the Bruce Lee Mamba, you know, whatever they call it. But like they're super fire. I mean, he's cranking out pair like nobody's business. But you know, we got his email up there if you want to hit him up. You know what I'm saying? Cool people's cool dude. That is a Photoshop image, but you know, it would be amazing. I don't doubt that we couldn't see that. I mean, LeBron does like customs. He's got some customs from Mosh, so I don't put anything past it. But he's doing custom insoles. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the few people who are customizing on LeBrons because it's not something that's done very often. But you know, I first tuned into him when he was doing Wade's. But you know, he does pretty much any sneaker, but he's taken flight with the LeBrons like he did. I forget what that's called. Oh, the red MVP. He did that on the MVP pair. He did the South Beach or Miami, whatever you call them. Like he's killing it. Like he did the Big Bang 7s or 7.
Yep.
Like that's ridiculous. Like that looks like that came from Nike.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? The homie's killing it. I mean, hit him up before he's too booked for real, for real. I'm trying to get my Bruce Lee joints because I got my LeBron
Yeah.
Mamba jersey coming.
He said I was on his page earlier. He says he's going to be, taking I guess the second round of orders for the Bruce Lee. He's doing them on the Lakers 8 pair. So he doesn't have shoes on hand, so you got to send him your shoe. Like I'm actually going to be sending him my shoe to do that customization on.
Yeah, but
I knew there was a reason I was saving that double up.
Facts. And I mean the Lakers 8s is not going for what it should be going for. So
they're under like retail, I believe.
Yes, for sure, man. Go get a pair. Like he's killing it. It's quality. It's gonna last. He's not giving you no BS. You know what I'm saying, customized on wades right there. It's only a select few of us who hit the wades off. But like just fire.
Yep. Good work. Trying to give everybody their flowers. Look at that.
Right.
He's a customizer, and she gonna give him some business, and she could probably go up.
Absolutely. Like I mean, I could do it. So what kind of jerk would I be? I support fellow customizers because I've had customizers, get work from me. So there's enough bread in the bread aisle to go around. You know what I mean?
Okay. JSB, the creator, right? I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Don't quote me on it, but I want to say it's in the $200 to $500 range. I guess it depends on the custom and the size of the shoe.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's honestly it's well worth it. It's like the materials on a LeBron. To make it last, it's gonna take like some prep. He's done 3M stuff, like crazy stuff. He's legit. He's super legit.
Now we get to the meat and potatoes.
Meat and potatoes.
I'm gonna read off some researched facts that we've done.
It should be in the description.
Yeah.
His
Instagram and his YouTube are in the description, and his email.
Yeah, he was gonna come through, but his sister is pregnant, and they just had the baby shower. They're doing family stuff, so we'll have him come through. But he was a little busy this weekend.
So today's topic is about influencers and Insta fame. An influencer is a person or thing that influences another. An influencer is also a marketing term, so it was made up. I don't want to say it was specifically for social media, but because of social media and YouTube, Instagram, that's how we know of influencers.
Right.
So when it comes to influencer marketing, it's a person with the ability to influence potential buyers of a product or service by promoting or recommending the items on social media. Brand influencers are people who have developed a community of followers that consider them experts in a certain area and therefore consider them as a trusted source. Their followers value the opinions of these influencers when it comes to discovering new products and are often inspired by their lifestyles. Influencers historically have been celebrities like athletes, actors, or TV personalities, but with the rise of social media, talented content creators build communities around their blogs, YouTube channels, or Instagram accounts and engage them regularly. These social media personalities or bloggers post high quality content and have highly engaged follower bases. They are viewed as authorities in their niches, and thus their followers tend to trust their recommendations. So there's a few different types of influencers. There's a nano influencer, which has a following between 1K and 10K. A micro influencer has anywhere from 10K to 100K. A macro influencer has 100K to 1 million. And then we have celebrities. And then the term Insta famous refers to ordinary, everyday people who have amassed large followings on social media, in particular Instagram, and hence the Insta prefix for no apparent reason. I just wanted to get that out there. All of the information is in the description, but Did you guys want to go ahead and ask your questions, or what are your guys' thoughts on the terms?
Uh, I'm just trying to figure out where this whole like, I guess Instagram or this influencer where everybody thinks they're an influencer, or this whole wave came from. Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having like, a passion for something you like, right? Let's say for in the sneaker community, you love sneakers and you're blogging about it, you're posting, release dates, and you're trying to help out the people and everything. But it seems like that seems to be the key. Like, if you want to become an influencer, you have to become the person who posts info and updates as if we all have the same apps and follow the same people on Twitter to know when things are being released. But, it just seems like people are out to get this fame because they know that it might bring free stuff. Like, is anybody really doing it for the love? Like, because normally we would just listen to the celebrities, the athletes, and stuff like that. That might get endorsement deals. So now, how long before you like these celebrities don't even get it? I mean, are they gonna need celebrities like that anymore? If people are listening to like, because I mean, I feel like there's some people who do like YouTube blogs and like fashion people and tell you stuff that are bigger than some celebrities.
Well, I think that the businesses are still that they're still going to use the celebrities to a certain extent, depending on I guess what it is that they're looking for that they need. But I think a lot of them are more tapped into these different categories of influencers that Hella read off, because these are people that are more real life for a lot of social media people. These are people that they can touch, people that they can hang out with. You know what I'm saying? More than somebody like a Chris Brown or Rihanna. Like when are you ever just gonna run into that person on a normal everyday basis? I think with the smaller influencers, it keeps it closer to the community, and I think that probably kind of helps them out, more than even like a big celebrity, because there are some big celebrities that have like their own brand and they struggle to even sell things.
Right. I
Right.
mean, once you get too big, you get out of reach. Like I said, like what is it? Micro. I feel like no, nano, and micro are probably the best, bracket to be in, because I'm a nano because I'm not yet at 10K, but my engagement is great. Like, I get a proper amount of like percentage that you should get for the amount of followers I have. Whereas I see people with like 62K followers, and you get 10 likes, like something ain't adding up. Like, if you have 62K just off of the strength of people just clicking, it should be that. And it's funny, Dub P said Heist, like that's really where this idea for me came from, because when I was in Miami, I was at a sneaker show and Kais was there and he was very standoffish as if somebody wanted an autograph. Like, bro, you save that for them 12-year-olds that watch your stuff. Like, us OGs in the game aren't looking to fanboy over you. Mind you, you're the same dude who threw a temper tantrum when you didn't get invited to what, like a Travis Scott Nike party or the NBA jersey when the NBA had those special tags. I think he didn't get an invite to that, and he threw like a whole tantrum about it. Like that to me is corny when you are supposedly doing it for the love, right? And it's cool that you get some celebrity off of it. You can get paid to do it, because who wouldn't want to get paid to do what they love? But now you become a Mitch when you can't get something your way, or you feel like you're entitled to get access to everything. Like, be happy if you're gifted one time a month, or you get put on a friends and family list. No, you need to be on everything because you're the most important thing in the world. Like, nah.
Right. And I mean, each and every one of us are influenced in some sort of way, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. But I think with us in particular, I know like me myself, like I may be influenced or maybe more leaning towards purchasing something or trying something if I see somebody that I actually know doing it, wearing it, using it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go to like Hop's page and I see like he got a certain shoe on his foot, he took a picture at it at a certain angle, he put it together with a certain outfit, it may make me think twice, like, I never thought I may even already have the shoe and I never thought to pair it that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's an influence. I'll try, pairing that shoe with this color, not the exact same outfit, but I might, take a piece of that the colors that he used to put with that with that particular shoe. Or Hella copped a LeBron. I was like, I don't know about that. And then I see it on her foot and the way she's wearing it. And then I ask her about it. I hit her up like, hey, Hella, how does that shoe fit? Is it true to size? Is it comfy? How long did you wear it? You know what I'm saying? Now that I got that feedback from her, I might be like, you know what? I might be more inept to buy. I might want to go out and pick that up. So I think with us per se in the community, we're probably more influenced by our peers or the people that are in our circle or the people on IG that we can actually touch. You know what I'm saying? That we can go hang out with, that we have a more chance of running into because they're in that experience with us.
Right. And that's how it's kind of always been.
Or 10,000 followers, because there's people, you know, in this chat that have way more followers than me. But you know what? They're also regular everyday people, and they're level-headed people, and they don't let that number or that K behind their name, you know, make their head big. You know what I'm saying? And are willing to, you know, engage with folks.
Right. I mean, that's how it was, like, if you take it back to the school days, like, you want to wear what your friends are wearing. Like, oh, you know, crisscross comes out and everybody's wearing pants backwards, so you want to wear your pants backwards. It's like, it's natural, but it's coming from, like, a genuine place where you have, like, interests with people. Like, you know, we all like sneakers, so, you know, maybe I'm more into runners and you're more into dunks, and we have an influence because you see how I put something together and vice versa. But with these influencers, I feel like they never say no to anything. Like, show me an influencer that gives a review, you know, a real review of something being trash. Like, I think, was it Zaya might have been talking about someone one time. He was promoting some company with these mystery boxes where they were literally pretty much robbing people. Like, you know, you're giving this money to get these mystery boxes and they're giving you bullshit. And you're promoting it because they're paying you in the end, and you don't care that your followers are all getting scammed. You know what I mean? Like, at what point do you draw the line and have some integrity and not worry about just getting free stuff?
Right, and I think that's where things get misconstrued when you have an influencer who's not honest. That's a problem for me. Like, I follow this girl on Instagram. Her name is I am Ashley. Hold on, let me get her name right. I don't want to say it wrong. It is Ashley. I'm Ashley Hall, and she's an influencer, so to speak, on Instagram. Like, she's very she's one of those like makeup, natural hair care girls, but she also has sneakers, and she does, like, you know, fashion. So she's really these really nice photo shoots. She does videos and stuff on products. And I was, you know, on her page the other day, and she got like sent a hair care product from a company, and like, she literally washed her hair, recorded it on live and on a video and all of that, and put it up. And she gave like an honest, wholesome opinion about it. She said exactly what she liked and didn't like about the smell, what she liked and didn't like about the texture. And then she even explained how with her particular hair texture, the product didn't do what it said it was going to do, but it made for somebody else's. So that's somebody who I can say is a good influencer. She's going to give you the good with the bad. Not that she bashed the product. She gave the exact pros and cons with her experience of it. And that's what I think influencers should do. But if you got somebody who's just like a yes man, yes man, yes man, yes man, yes man, like, what is that? That's not an effective influencer to me.
Did she get the products for free? Did she say whether or not she got the products for free or she paid for them? Because that also makes a difference in, I think, someone's opinion. If you're paying for it, you're gonna be more honest than if they give it. I don't know if they gift it to you, some people might feel obligated. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and there are some companies, like, because, you know, I follow a lot of custom stuff, obviously, and I've been looking into getting a laser cutter. So I've been watching a lot of videos on different laser cutters, and a lot of these guys get sent these machines and they give their honest reviews. Like, they'll say, you know, I got sent this machine free. They'll let you know if they got sent it for free, if they paid for it, so you know, so you don't think that they're just saying for free stuff or whatever. And they, mind you, they might have like 7 different laser cutters they got sent for free, and these laser cutters are $5,000 to $10,000, and they're giving their honest opinion. Like, well, this one is better. Like, yeah, this one might be, you know, $4,000 cheaper, but honestly, go with the $8,000 one because you're gonna get this and this, so you don't have to upgrade. So there are some people who give legit, but it seems like in the sneaker world, it's not that. Like, some of these people who get gifted stuff from Foot Locker. Like, you telling me you excited about that Adidas pack? You're excited about that Reebok that's still sitting on the shelf that they sent you?
Right.
You're super happy about that.
And I do see that a lot when it comes to the sneaker community. I'm like, bro, you wouldn't have gave that even a half a look if you walked past it in the store. But I guess to keep those packs coming in the future, they just kind of just like, yeah, this is dope, this fire. Nah, bruh. thumbs down, stop it, stop capping. Like, be honest. Like, I mean, if you legit like it, if you have other things like it in your collection, I get with it. But if you got a whole wall of like Jordan 1s and they done sent you this Air Yunk and you promoting it, like, no, you capping, bro.
Right.
Like,
Now, do we put this on the backs of the brands, or do we put it on the influencers for not taking a stand? Like, because I feel like if I'm a brand and I send you something and you get an honest review and you're not happy with it, now I'm gonna want to go above and beyond to your next package to be something you're like, hey, I changed my mind. This company is great, but it seems like they'll just cut you off. They'll cut you off quick and be like, oh, okay, well, we found somebody else. Don't worry about it.
I think right, and I think it's on the backs of both. I think it's on the back of both the brands and the consumer, because you have some brands that will target specific people that have like a really large following and get like really good engagement because they want their brand to be uplifted. And not that you shouldn't want to, but if this person isn't, who has all these followers and have all this engagement, is giving the folks that are listening to them or got their ear in tune with them, not giving them something honest about this particular product, then it's not good. It's kind of like the brand and the influencers deceiving. If the influencers in it just to keep getting free stuff, so they're gonna keep giving this particular brand glowing reviews, they're both to blame.
And can you pin what Dub P said about brands?
Yeah.
That's exactly that's exactly it for me. Like, why brands are looking to people just because, hey, you have 100K followers and I get it, and you need exposure. But like we said, smaller accounts seem to have better engagement, for one. For
They
two,
do.
why I'm gonna want somebody who's been buying my stuff. If you've been buying my stuff for 10 years, that tells me you like my product. So you're gonna give me a good review off the strength that you like my product because you spend your money on it, and you're going to be more grateful for receiving this. Not somebody like, because I've seen it with customizers, like my homie Sean Coco. He did a Mud Boy shoe for what was his name? I can't think of his name.
Sheck West.
Sheck West. He did a custom for Sheck West. Sheck West didn't post it, didn't tag him. He just kind of threw it in the chair like, thanks, bro. Like, and he did a recon that took like days. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these people get stuff so often, they don't really care about it. So you want to find somebody who's going to care, who's going to treat your product like how you treat your company, and put the effort into it.
Right.
But my thing is how, and I've been watching the chat the whole time we've been talking, and the consensus is that they're not buying products because of influencers. They're buying products because of us, like
right.
The small community that we're in.
Right.
And like you said, for me, my on feeds have never been about trying to market the shoes, right? But if you like how they look on my feet, and you DM me and you say, well, how do these fit? Do they fit true to size? I get questions about LeBrons all the time. And, I answer people honestly, like, the 18s, I have a ton of 18s, so I can tell you they're a shit shoe. But the 18 lows, way more comfortable. They fit better on your feet. And so those are the kinds of things that we should see, right? If somebody's an influencer, we should see an honest opinion about the product that you're selling or promoting or whatever. And my YouTube watching background comes from makeup influencers, beauty YouTubers, whatever you want to call them. And like, I started watching YouTube when I was in high school, so a lot of these bigger names now were not as big when I was in high school, but you definitely see the change, like when they're buying a product and they want like a PR package or something from that makeup brand, they will push hard. They will buy all the products that they can. They will make all the videos that they can. And then once they start getting that PR package, obviously they're getting it for free because, the brand knows that they're going to make a video and, make all of their, millions of subscribers buy those products.
Mm-hmm.
It switches. You totally see the switch in the honesty. Like, they're not very honest. Like, say 5 years ago, the product was amazing, the quality was amazing, but then the brand maybe changed their warehouse, maybe changed their formula, And so
Right.
we have a product from 5 years ago, but then we see the same beauty influencer talking about the same brand now that they're getting everything for free. And you're like, they're saying it's amazing quality and the color payoff is great, but then you get it in hand and you're like, it's not
Right.
that great.
Right. 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 And I pretty much fall in line with the chat. Like, I don't look to the celebrities to get like feedback. Yeah, I see the celebrities on my page, they wearing this, they wearing that. But again, I reach out to some of you guys. Like I'm in DMs talking or having chats. You guys like, oh, what do you think about this? Or how does that feel? Or blah 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 blah.
Right.
And most of these people have stylists and stuff. It's not like a lot of them are making these on their own or whatever. You know, like I know a lot of people look up to Fab. Like it makes me wonder, like, is Fab as fresh as he is, or is it the stylist? But like a lot of dudes look up to like how Fab dresses, or certain people dress, and it makes you wonder, like, is this really them? Like, but like you said, we look to each other, to our peers. Like, I mean, I usually go against the grain, but I'm gonna hit up, a person like if he like a shoe. Like I wasn't a big Asics or Saucony or New Balance person, so I'm gonna hit up like the Camp Out or people who I know have been rocking New Balances forever and be like, hey, I'm thinking about getting this. What do you think about this? And they'll give me their honest review.
Right, right. But that's people that are in our circle,
Mm-hmm.
people who spend their money on the product, people who are aware testing that product, so they're gonna tell you yay or nay. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So then it makes you wonder how are companies seeking out people? Like, you think it's more people who get a certain set, like, okay, I just hit 10K, let me hit up a bunch of companies and see if I can get some stuff? Or do you think it's them reaching out to these people, and how are they even picking these people? Because I mean, in the sneaker community, we see a lot, especially female sneakerheads. I feel like female sneakerheads get it the worst because the women they pick to get gifted things and promote things when it comes to sneakers, it's like not to say you're a better sneakerhead if you were collecting for 10 years than if two, but it feels like they just jumped on the scene because it's the trend. And now all of a sudden they're getting gifted shoes. Whereas, there's women who have been putting in work forever. There's Kixology and there's, Bree. There's like the Jody. There's people who've been doing it and killing it for years and they get nothing.
I think that it's a mixture of both because I mean, like I just don't say stuff. I see things on Instagram, where I see the people that beg for things or those people that look like they be heavy in the DMs, like stalker, like almost like restraining order type,
Right. Like I love your shoe, bro. I love just gonna comment on every post so they notice you, huh?
Yeah, and then you get those that just get that get sent stuff. Like I got the like I use Crep to clean my shoes, but like I was buying the product and I was using the product because I liked how it clean my shoes. But I've had them all. I've tried every last cleaner that probably is out there on all my shoes, and I just like Crep and I just went with that. And one day, like they just out of the blue just DM'd me like, yeah, what's your address? And then they just started, sending me stuff. But it was a product that like I was literally using on my shoes, or Word was using on my shoes, and that's how I ended up, getting a little whatever partnership or whatever with that particular brand. There are some brands that just that hit up people, and then there's brands that there's other people that go out there and they stalk people till the people get tired of them, till the people get tired of being stalked, and it's like, yeah, whatever, I'll send you something.
Right. And I wouldn't do it personally. Like I don't want the person to just say, oh yeah, I rock with you, and you look back and you don't even have anything. Like the other day I posted my stickers from 8 and 9 from like 7-8 years ago, and I'm like, have you really been rocking with 8 and 9? Because 8 and 9 is blown up now ever since they've been at the sneaker time. But I've been with them when it was Brain Gang, like way before they were this big. Everybody wants to ride the wave now because you want that. You want that influencer code. You want to be popping. You want to put it in your little Instagram that this is your influencer code, and you can get 20% off by using my name because I'm special.
I mean, I think if it comes, if you get the influencer partnership with a brand that came naturally, just because you were doing what you do every day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have an issue with that. But those people who like beg, like why? Like, why? Like, clearly you're not hurting for money because we all buy shoes at an expensive rate. So you really begging a company to get like care packages of t-shirts or shoe cleaners because you want to have that
It
little
makes you seem
title,
important. It makes you
that
seem
little
important.
link in your bio. It's weird to me. It's very weird.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it.
It makes you seem important. Like, oh, look, I just got a pack in for free from a group, and they sent me a bunch of stuff. Like, okay. I'm like, well, I just paid for it with my hard-earned money. So what do you want to do?
I don't know.
What you saying?
It's I don't know. It's strange. People get weird.
It's people looking for validate. In my opinion, it's self-esteem issues. Like if you're seeking out these these things, it's a self-esteem issue. It's a lack of confidence, and you're kind of in it for the wrong reasons. Like I feel like a lot of people in the sneaker game are in it because of the attention it brings. Maybe you do like sneakers, but you wouldn't buy this, you wouldn't buy that. Like how many people were gonna buy those Sean Witherspoon's Adidas? Like how many were gonna buy, the Asics possibly? Like, but it's a Sean Witherspoon, and you couldn't get the Air Max, so you got that because it makes you cool. Like people, it's almost uncool to be yourself anymore, and it's getting old. It's getting old.
Well, it kind of brings you back full circle because it's like, what makes you follow somebody on Instagram? Is it because they asked you to, or is it because you
I
like?
hate that.
Bruh,
Don't ask me to follow for follow.
when I get those, bruh,
Hey, Cass.
if you follow me, when I get those, bruh, I'ma follow you. Can you follow me? I straight delete and block that person. Don't do that. First of all, I'm not your bruh. My icon don't look like nobody's bruh. Second of all, let me follow you naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like if I stumble across your page and I view your page and you doing something that I like, I'm gonna give you a follow. But if you come and ask me to follow you, even if you doing some shit that I like, you ain't getting a follow. You might get
Right.
blocked. It's gonna be in the blocked section, and we got time, we got room, we got some bricks that need to be laid.
Right. And it's tough because it's almost like when I see somebody follow me and they like a bunch of my pictures, I get like 20 likes. It almost makes you feel obligated to follow them back. And I'll go to your page and see if you have content I want to see or if we have like interests. And usually obviously it's shoe related, but it's like if you just posting the shoes on your bunk bed, like I don't really want to follow you and I don't want to feel obligated to follow you. So it's like it's tough because obviously people probably are checking. If you don't follow them back, then they're gonna unfollow you. Or worse, the people who follow to unfollow, as if it's cooler to have more followers than people you're following. I never understood that either. Like, oh, it's cool if I have 1 million followers and I'm only following one person. That makes me important.
Kev said some companies do pay to have their tag on your profile. They do. There are some companies that do that, and that's sometimes you see those when people post things. It's like a paid partnership or whatever. And if that company seeks you out to pay you for that product, you know what I'm saying? Get your coins, but still keep it a bean, keep it honest. I mean, I missed out on a like an influencer type opportunity with what was
DTLR?
DTLR, because they were looking for a particular criteria. Like I fit all of the criteria that they had, with the exception of me. At that time, I didn't have the K behind my name, like the 10K plus or more followers. So I had the swipe up feature. They needed you to have that. So some of them do have certain criterias because if they're sending you things, they want you to be able to link it in your story. So that I understand why some of them go for people that are 10K or more. But also keep it somebody who's honest to who they are and what they're going to bring to your company.
Right. But and I think the popularity of an influencer too is due to social media, right? Because before the marketing was all about commercials, right? All about like slogan, something a memorable jingle, and now it's like you don't really need any of that. All you really need is somebody who
They have both.
yeah, Anybody who really has a following on, YouTube, Instagram, both, you never know.
Yeah.
But I don't. I wonder if they have to put more into like a commercial, or are they putting more into an influencer? That is what I wonder.
I honestly think it's more into a commercial, because a commercial is a whole production, a whole process, and it's like they don't need the commercials anymore, because look, we a lot of us were posting this stuff for free, like like we post a lot of us were posting our shoes because we just liked posting our shoes. We like taking pictures, and it was basically like our online diary of like, this is what I'm wearing today, this is what I'm eating today, this is the product that I got today. I'm trying, like, we were posting this stuff anyway. So it was like the companies are like, well, they're doing it for free. But now looks like they've built up their following. So maybe if we send them a care package, every quarter or twice a year, and give them a little discount code, their followers too will be influenced into, buying it. Because look, their people like their pictures, their people like the product, like the picture of the product they were using. They like the little story that they told, the reel, or the whatever, the live that they did about it. So it's much cheaper for me to send you a package 3 or 4 times a year and give you the little link, because they're getting they're getting a product way cheaper than what they're selling it for anyway, versus a whole production team, filming, building, location, product placement, this, that, and the third.
Right. Are you more likely to buy a pair of shoes off of the sneakers pictures, or off of somebody's like on feet? Like, say you see somebody who has an early pair, right? And you see them on foot. Are you more likely to get them after you see them on foot, or does it depend on the shoe?
It depends on the shoe for me.
Yeah. Like if it's a one or a dunk, I'm gonna get it regardless. Like for me, I always say buy first, return second. Like you don't want to be the person to regret, because I mean, look at the Origin ones, the Spider-Man ones. So many people were just like, oh, it's not what we thought. They didn't have the web, didn't have this. People didn't get them, and now they're like $800. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always gonna buy first, get it in hand, because like that's why I couldn't understand the world of shoe tubers, because I was like, I don't care if you review the shoe till you're blue in the face. I need to see it in hand for me. I need to feel it in hand for me. We're not experts. We're just giving, like, everything is an opinion. So I need to have my own opinion, because imagine you listen to somebody who says, oh, the shoe is trash. And then you see it later down the line. You're like, this is amazing. Now it's $700 and you didn't get it because you listened to somebody, review a shoe online. So, I mean, for me, seeing a picture of something I thought I didn't want because I thought it was ugly. Like originally, I didn't like the unions. Like when the Union 4s first came out, I didn't like the unions. And then seeing more people how they styled it with noirs, and seeing Hoop Fresh do the tongue stitching, redoing it, that's really what made me get them. I was like, oh, the stitching looks fire. I got them. But
right, and these are people that are your peers, people that you can really reach out and touch and talk to. With me, I didn't have the Air Max 90 Bacons. I think me and were probably the only ones that didn't get them. Like everybody, they mama, the
they didn't
baby,
want them. They didn't want them.
Right, they everybody had them. I was like I'm not getting these Bacons. And then you know what made me actually hunker down and buy the damn Bacons? I saw Cassidy. She paired the damn Bacons with a pair of socks that she got from me, a pair of tie-dye socks. I was like, yo, like I ain't even think of that. Now I'm about to go get these Bacons, because I mean I already know what an Air Max 90 feels like. I have them in my collection, so I know how they wear. But the fact that I saw her pair with my sock, and she's somebody that I talk to, somebody that I know, I was like, you know what? I got you. I see you. So that's what made me go back and buy the Air Max 90 Bacon. But again, she's somebody that I know. It wasn't because I saw so-and-so who got 4 million followers and, there's somebody famous that made me buy it.
Right, because we all have our preferences. It comes like with anything. Like we all have our preferences in like actors we like or anything we like. And maybe I'm not a Denzel fan, which would be crazy. But I seen a movie and I was like, oh, I don't like Denzel. But Danny likes Denzel, so she tells me to go see this other movie, and now I like him. So like I said, we all influence each other. Like I don't think it's the celebrities, because if that was the case, I mean, LeBron is one of the most powerful people, but his stuff goes on sale.
Well, honestly, I think influencers are more like, especially celebrities, are more likely to get the younger crowd. Because in my opinion, the younger crowd has unlimited funds from their parents. And I say unlimited very lightly, and I say that jokingly, but I feel like that's the demographic, right? That hits the celebrity, 1 million followers type of thing. But
Yeah, the Kais
um,
demographic.
right, the Bay Area Sneaker Con is next weekend, and I am pretty sure I'm going to meet a lot of people that I know through the live chats or on Instagram that I've never met before. So it's like, I've been to plenty of shows with Word and Danny, and it goes like this, right? Word is the celebrity, Danny is definitely the social one, and I just kind of like stand back. And that's just because of who
Well,
I am.
I
So
can't wait
like,
till
I
our
kind
next
of
one to see
soak
how that
in
flips.
the conversations that they have. I soak in like the attention that Word will get, and we'll be like, okay, Word, we're ready to leave. We got to use the bathroom, and Word's like, okay, 1 minute, and then it's like 15
We,
minutes later, she's still
we ain't
talking and
gonna we ain't gonna
doing
let
her
that hurt
thing.
go. We ain't gonna let
No,
we ain't gonna let we ain't gonna let we ain't gonna let that DC con go. Okay.
Listen,
but Danny can probably talk the underwear off of your grandpa and grandma, and that's just because she's very good at talking to people and connecting with people. And so, when you go to these events, conventions, whatever you want to call them, and you see people like the mature kids in person, do you? And I don't know if anybody in the chat has, I'm pretty sure we've met a lot of people in the chat, but
Mm.
When we're together as a group, is it different for you guys than like us being here talking to you guys?
Right.
Or
Okay.
because I never want people to feel like we're not the same people we are on here, because we definitely are. But when you meet people in person, it can be super different. Like I've seen Unbreakable Kicks and Flight in person, and I've said hello to them, but I don't feel like the personalities transfer over in person, and perhaps that's just because who they are. I don't know them. But I feel like that happens a lot of time when people have expectations of people they see on YouTube or Instagram or whatever the case. They have a certain expectation, like meeting you in person, and then
Mm.
they meet you and they're like,
Right. I think people are surprised. Like I don't know where I don't know. Like I just like doing customs on shoes. I don't know where this whole celebrity thing is. I'm gonna chalk it up to the LA to Chicago's, which ruined my life. Apparently I can't be normal at a sneaker show or whatever. But I mean, I've never like people like I had people hit me up and they like, oh, I didn't think you would respond. I'm like, bro, who? Like you don't see me bragging about the celebrities I customize for, because at the end of the day, it's not like I'm gonna go kick it at their house and they're gonna invite me to the video shoot. It's the normal people, my peers, who are the ones who fund my life, with their customs, their hard-earned money. So why am I gonna treat you different? So I
right.
engage with everyone. Like, we went in DC, we went to eat with Q and, just like, we chill with Kev and, he's been doing the Monday Mental for how long? He was exactly in person how he was. When the first time I met Skip tried to say I was Hollywood, but I didn't know Skip at the time. I was just like, who's this guy with red gloves on at the pizza spot? Like, what is going on? But ever since then, we became super cool. Like, we seek each other out almost. It's like, I think it's a genuine thing, and I haven't come across anybody who's really been like Hollywood. I don't think, like, and I think I've come across like I mean we've had dinner with 2J's. I met 2J's at his shop. He signed my shoes, and it was like a regular conversation. So I think when it was like sneakers, like if you have a genuine love for this, you're not trying to be some celebrity. You're not trying to be like, oh, I need to be in the VIP. Stay away from me. The only one I've noticed that with are some of the higher up YouTubers who need private jets and all this and need to be flew out before they could come to a show.
But
Like
but it's
I pay to go to every show. I think I've gotten in one show for free where I spoke, and that was a DC Con or whatever. But other than that, I expect to pay. I don't mind paying because I'm supporting, the cause. Like they're not getting this building for free. So who am I to need to be, let in for free or whatever?
right, and I think that's because those people who are Hollywood typically are the people who aren't in it for the love, or they haven't been in the trenches for the love of it. It's like they're doing it because it's cool. Z, who is dry as
Yeah. No, I ain't gonna cap. There are some people who are dry, and like it goes to say we might have sneakers in common, but that doesn't mean we're all gonna be best friends. Because when you're talking about something you love and not having in common, it's easy. But when you start talking about stuff, that's how our relationship came to be with the mature kids. We can not talk about sneakers. We can not talk about sneakers for a month and still talk every day for hours.
Mhm.
We
But
have
it's
other things in common.
right, but it's nothing wrong with those who have just sneakers in common.
Yeah,
So you just know the limitations or where your connection with that person lies.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that also goes to say be yourself. Like
Wendell, I
don't
did
be
not
on
say that, Wendell.
don't be on here trying to be somebody you're not. Like you're all quirky and fun on the YouTube, and then meet in person, you just in the corner like being weird guy.
No, Q is probably one of the most laid back people in person. She's like what you see
She
is
old lady.
how she is. Like she old lady status online. She
Right.
old lady status, not online.
Right. Because when we went out to eat with Q and they were taking along with the food, she's like, well, shoot, where they at with our food? Because I'm hungry. And I'm about to she's like, I'm trying to get my food and go back to the hotel and relax my feet. I've been at this show all day. Like,
she's exactly who she is. Hella is exactly who she is. Her
I
sneaker.
might be that dry person though, like at first, because I'm very shy at first, and
So-
that's why I said like
Shy
Word
is
is the
not dry.
celebrity. She gets the attention,
right.
and then Danny's the one who talks to everybody, and I'm the one standing next to Danny. Like,
But
I mean, it depends on who's around. I think.
I think I'm the more shy one out of the group because I'm pretty quiet until I open up. Danny will tell you because even at like her family functions, I still be kind of quiet. Like if I don't know you and I'm not comfortable with you for a certain level, I'm quiet.
Word be quiet at her own family functions. Let me tell you,
do.
I was a social butterfly at her family function.
Right. Like when you bringing your girlfriend back, I'm like, well, y'all can have her. What the forget me? I'm only blood. Like what? Yeah. I gotta feel people out. Like I don't just go out there and just start yap. Like I'm not the engager. Like if you come and talk to me, I'll talk to you all day. But I'm usually not gonna seek people out to talk. Like being on stage at DC Con was probably the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done, and they forced me to do it.
But people just like to. I think people just like to talk to me because I'll be in the supermarket online and people be telling me their life stories and the medication list they taking. I don't understand.
He likes to talk to people.
And then come home and say I don't even like people. Well, I don't like spending 30 minutes at the supermarket talking to strangers, but here we are.
E Money sits in the corner with his short set on and his rich shoes. Okay, hence the name E Money.
Right. And Erica definitely is Erica is high energy.
Yes.
Like she came in with the sisses and the hugs and we drinking, we drinks poured.
Yes.
And she just got off of work, so that tells you when she got a full day of energy. I don't even want to see it.
She pulled up twice right after work, and she chilled with us. Yeah.
Exactly.
She is easy to talk to.
We fell asleep before she did, and we ain't work. But I look forward. Like I can't wait till the next sneaker show. I wish I could have went to the Bay, but I look forward to the next sneaker show because I miss being around people and just chilling with people. Like we don't go to the show for the show. We go to the show for the after party, which is the dinners and wherever we're gonna hang out afterwards and just have stories to tell. The breakfasts, the sausage, the
you got a
stick.
and some Quest chips for Q. She your friend, baby.
Facts.
Have them Quest chips. I'm gonna have all the Quest chips in Vegas. We're gonna see what Q really do for some Quest chips.
Speaking of Vegas, we have to book our hotel soon. I was looking earlier today, and a lot of the hotels, like I guess big brand hotels, are almost all booked for that whole weekend. I know we can probably get like a smaller, still on the strip but not on the strip hotel. But yeah, so next weekend, obviously I said that Bay Area Sneaker Con is Saturday and Sunday. I will be at both days, and if anybody needs a ride from the airport, let me know. I'm off Thursday and Friday from work, and I'm sad that my counterparts won't be here with me. I'll be solo dolo, but they will be on FaceTime.
I was down to fly out, bruh. What's up, Danny? We can still go.
Nah.
Them hotels looking very scarce in and around.
Oh, I'm sleeping on somebody's
city.
floor. Fuck you mean hotels? Somebody gonna move over. We gonna spoon today.
She said she's sleeping on the floor or the couch.
But if you sleeping next to Hella, don't expect to have no cover because she sleep with a piece of toast.
Here
So
she
you
goes.
gonna be cold. Just so you know. Bring your sweatsuit and your thick socks. That's it. Oh, Z is in PA.
Oh, we gotta go get a cheesesteak.
This
Thank you, Frankie.
one and. I know, right? I told her to buy that hat, Frankie. I trained her well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you
I'm
tell me to
gonna
buy that
be
hat, or did you yell at me?
I'm gonna be in San Jose all weekend. I'm pretty far away from San Jose, so sorry, no sleeping on my couch.
Wait, how far are you? So you're far away from where the DC.
I'm like an hour and 30 minutes away from San Jose.
Okay.
Yeah, so instead of driving back and forth, I'll just be in San Jose from Thursday through Sunday.
Okay, got you.
No, I'm not a cover snatcher. Danny's always making fun of my little blankets that I travel with.
Listen,
So I know we usually end it at like 8:30, so I'm not. We might as well carry into 9 and end off with the disgrace that was a battle that I lost yesterday. Okay.
Oh, you forgot to bring that up in Sneaker Corner. Go ahead.
I forgot to bring it up. Salutes to Who Has the Heat for putting together a pretty dope male versus female battle in a way that is very fair. I think, you know what I mean. We're two versus two, and a battle of the sexes here. I don't know what kind of glaucoma or cataracts that the chat had when it came to my battle. I mean, I feel cheated. Yes, Gucci. I lost the battle. Scarcely. We lost 5-3. But I feel like there were a couple of rounds we should have won. But it's fine. Like I'm no sore loser, but you know, I feel like we won a couple of those rounds. Definitely the Kobe P-Rod round. I don't know how we lost that round. But salutes to Channel Chilltown and Be More, aka the parking lot, on your win. I still have my money on Kit and Danny for this whole tournament.
Well, it's actually a pretty interesting tournament because even though you lost that battle, your points
still battle again.
Yeah, you get to battle again, and then it goes by points.
Dumpy, cut it out.
I mean, for me, you know, I always say that's why I was just having fun with it because battles with chat votes are always going to be homecoming king and queen. It's going to be popularity or what you like or whatever, because it doesn't matter what the question is. They could say, show me a shoe with purple on it, and someone could bring a trophy room 1 with purple laces, and the trophy room 1 will win versus all purple LeBron. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's all popularity, but it was all fun and games. You know what I'm saying? We knew that we were going to see those Dooms for the 25th time. We knew we were going to see those Adidas shell toes for the 20th time.
Word, you throwing shots, you better say names.
Yo, but salutes. We went on the trap. Me and Sean went on the trap last night, you know, clowning, and they did a review of the battle. And salutes to G Lloyd, who called Chilltown's Patch LeBrons the Bayside Highs, had me dead. The Bayside High cheerleader, LeBrons.
You know what's funny is they're having a Saved by the Bell marathon, and I was watching it last night.
Yep.
Dumpy is cutting up in the chat tonight.
Right. Like, salutes to my partner, LaShawn. Like, we all know she likes designer. I think she held her own with the questions. Her shoes were fitting. They might not have been Jordan or Nike or whatever, but she didn't pull any, like, you know, like BS. It just might have not been to your liking. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, people, hopefully they were joking when they're trying to say I was carrying the team or whatever. I think she held her weight. She pulled out those what the Kobe's and how we lost that round. Kobe's never lose. So it was biased.
Right.
Like, what the Kobe's and P-Rods lost. Come on.
Explain it, Lucy. Explain it.
Come on.
I can't.
Chunky Donkeys and Purple Lobsters lost too.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe Nike Kanye's lost, but, you know. Like I said, when it's the chat, it's a whole different thing.
I don't understand though. Why do people assume that because you pull out a Nike Yeezy, it has to automatically work? Like those, they just don't do it for me. I don't know why. Those shoes are weird looking. I can't.
It's like nostalgia.
It's not an always win for me.
It's a nostalgia thing because I mean, for me, when I see the Nike Yeezys, it's not so much all the way about those shoes, but just about the time that Kanye was at Nike and his fresh, like I missed backpack Kanye, leather pants with the Royal Ones Kanye, like that Kanye, not ripped up, oversized face mask over his head cage type, like crazy Kanye. Like, cause I can't get with what he wearing now, like combat boots and sweatsuits in the summertime with rips in them. Like it's crazy. Back when he was on his fresh.
But the battle's an interesting concept though. So it's not like you're completely taken out because there's like a whole points and scoring system to it. But y'all definitely, you and LaShawn definitely owned the shit talking category. Like y'all had the chat lit with the shit talking. Like
as expected. I mean, if you can't beat them, beat them. You know what I mean? Once it was 0-2, I saw where it was going, so it was just have fun with it. But I mean, it was absolutely fun. I couldn't have had a better loss. You know what I'm saying? I know we held our own, so it wasn't even like we got obliterated. Like it could have went either way. Like honestly, if we didn't get that tie at the buzzer, allegedly, I need to see the replay. You know, we might have lost by one, but
I mean, you had two pretty strong opponents, predictable ones, but strong opponents.
Yeah. And that was supposed to be the advantage, the predictability.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, people who don't battle as much or haven't battled as much, I feel like you kind of have an advantage, but at the same time, it's like no matter how many times somebody pulls a shoe, you think you might know it, but you don't know how the chat, especially in the Who Has the Heat battle, you don't know how the chat is gonna vote. And I think that's the wild card in these Who Has the Heat battles is that sometimes if you've been watching Who Has the Heat for a while, sometimes you can definitely tell it's a popularity contest.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like they kept saying last night, bring your people to vote for you. It's like
it shouldn't be that. Like I don't want people to vote for me just because they're my people. I want people to vote, get an answer in the question.
Right.
Like there's no way that my LA to Chicago should have lost to a trophy room. Been duplicated, always replicated one.
Who just went over kangaroos? I think that's how it was going up because honestly, that first battle, it was definitely the women was showing out in there when it came to the voting. Because some of those shoes that lost, I was like, "Oh, y'all funny."
I think women went to bed when me and LaShawn went to battle because it was just like I was like, "Oh, everybody's sleeping."
LaShawn, you a whole lot. You got peoples.
Right, you got all the peoples, man.
When it came to Word and LaShawn's battle, I think all the ladies went to run their bubble baths and they out for the count.
They just left us out to dry.
Y'all stinking. It was definitely entertaining. It was.
Nah, it was fun though. It was fun. Good shit.
We're just gonna wait and see what happens going forward. I don't know when me and Kit battle yet, but
hey, I can neither deny or confirm that they are ways. I will take my brother's word for it that they are real. I'm just saying it's a very popular shoe. That's all I'm saying. My shoe is like a 1-on-1. Oh, because I was saying how to buy LA to Chicago lose to a trophy room.
Oh.
Like my argument alone, like you hit me up when Complex got you 30,000 plus views on your shoe.
No, you're definitely not on time. You're on time for us to end it.
You know what, BX? Go get you some snacks and go to the corner.
That's why his name is retired.
Right. I think we're taking a nap.
I think so. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Nah, you straight. So we had everything?
Yeah.
Oh, Gucci, you playing games. Give it up my shoes. Playing games.
Battling for pink slips type thing? It would be tough because it would get real because you're gonna have to have judges, and it's gonna have to be the least bias. Like it's gonna have to be on point. You would have to have blind judging. Like that's the only way to be 100% fair. It has to be judges, and it has to be blind, so you don't know who's the owner of the shoe. In my opinion, then you're gonna start getting down to like money or betting for shoes. Would you guys do a battle where you have to give up a shoe?
Nope.
You
I would have to battle somebody that's my same size though, or like I should say size range.
Or I mean, when you make it, I don't know if you have to give up your shoe or if you have to buy the shoe. Like you would bet a shoe. Like, oh, okay, we're gonna bet the Bad Bunnies. Whoever wins has to buy the other person Bad Bunnies.
Nope.
I'm walking out after that. Nope.
Nope. We're playing too many games.
Facts.
Who want to go to war? Let's battle for the Union 1 Storm Blues.
Nope. Absolutely not.
But it depends on the shoe too, because the Bad Bunnies have a story for me behind it, because we were in LA and Danny had got them at a store, and while we were waiting for them to come, like bring the shoe out to Danny, I was like, Danny, I'm buying these right now. And I sat there inside the shoe store and I bought them from Go. So honestly, it would depend on the shoe, because some shoes just mean more than others, in my opinion.
True.
Oh, I'm hungry. It's Texas Roadhouse time.
I think it's time to wrap this up. We pushing 4 minutes to 9.
Right.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything else to add?
I will be doing an interview with Mo Christine. I was supposed to do it before, but there was a storm and power issues when we were supposed to do that. So we pushed it till after I came back from Florida. So I'll be doing that Saturday.
Link is in the description.
It should be up on Wednesday the 25th. So I look forward to that. It's pretty dope. Nothing like supporting the ladies.
Is it live or is she recording it?
So she pre-records it. And salutes to her. Like she's official. Like she sent me a release form and everything. Like I had to sign stuff. She official with it. She knows where she's headed. You know what I'm saying? So salutes to her for the organization and all that.
That's what's up. Look, Thunderbird Jim. Hey, boo.
Right. Salutes to Jim with the winning account now on sneakers. I see you, brother. I see you.
Now he just need to change the size to 5.5, and then we in the money. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate you. I can't dribbles. Get out.
Right. Well, yeah, we appreciate everybody coming through on a Sunday. Look, we got 40 in here, man. Like people don't want us to leave. What? We got 40 in here and whatnot. But everybody support, what I'm saying? Tomorrow was it Monday Midsole, Channel Chilltown. I mean, he live every day, so you just catch him when you catch him because he always live. Salutes. Is it For the Hard Way? Is that the channel or it's not? It's like something before that, For the Hard Way?
It's For the Hard Way, Straight No Chaser.
Oh, Straight No Chaser, For the Hard Way. Okay. So I mean, everybody who has a channel, drop your links for sure. You know what I'm saying? Salutes to Hop. So this is Hop's off week, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Make sure.
Yeah.
I don't say that.
And do a show on Sunday as well, but they do it
Retro
on our
Talk.
off weeks. Yeah.
Right.
Retro Talk Forum.
Right. Yeah. Retro Talk Forum. Talking Kicks just had their 100th episode. DS just had his 100th episode. Salutes to Zaya, Troll. You know what I'm saying? All the people out there doing something with themselves, being an entrepreneur Negro. Or non-Negro.
I think I'm gonna have to start like compiling a list of everybody who has a show.
We should have like a TV. We should I was saying somebody should make like a TV guide flyer that we all just post once a week. You know what I mean? Like on your day. So we go on Sundays. We'll post ours on Sundays with the rundown. Midsole could post theirs on Mondays where it just has everybody's listing. Like that would be dope. Because it's right here for we all hop from show to show. You know what I'm saying? So there's never any competition. I don't think. Just all fun.
Right. But
if you don't like sleeping, if you don't like sleeping, catch D Blake at 4 a.m. Eastern time.
Go ahead, babe. What are you saying?
If everybody is subbed up to everyone's channels, you'll also get the alerts. But I know things get lost in translation because of all the alerts that we all get because we're all sneakerheads. But I'm gonna see about seeing if I can get a list going and just send it out to people so that they can just post it and share it, like a TV guide style
Yeah.
type
If
list.
everybody who's doing something reaches out to Danny with their info, I'll make a little, I'll design a little flyer that we all post. I don't mind doing that.
Yep.
And even if like you're just doing something random one week or whatever, like if you want to hit me up to promote, I never mind. Like and when it comes to the YouTube world, I'm usually either just on some late night, I'll catch section, or I'm watching customizing videos. So if you ever have a video you want to watch it, don't hesitate to DM it to me and I'll check it out. Sometimes I'll just be oblivious.
Right. But
I'll
definitely.
salute to Dre Jungles on Wednesday, holding it down for the ladies as well. Jungles and Heartbreak.
Yep.
And then we support our friends.
Oh, yes.
I will put the link to this song in the description box. But shout out to Mr. Misk, aka Kick the Habit,
aka Royal Habits, aka the Staten Island Stallion, aka Daddy Baby Daddy.
Baby Flava.
My baby father. It's father. Get it together. Word.
Sorry.
Yeah, and our next episode will be August 29th.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about Hella's experience at SneakerCon.
More than likely. I do plan on doing some type of like B-roll experience of the SneakerCon weekend, since I'll be there both days.
Okay.
So hopefully I can get that edited. I've been working in Final Cut Pro, trying to figure it out. So hopefully I can do that and have a little video for you guys.
You're going to be recording on your camera or your phone?
My camera.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a little stabilizer and everything. Because one thing, when you look at SneakerCon B-roll videos or just videos in general, it's super shaky. I couldn't handle that, so I got a little stabilizer that was highly expensive. So I better use it to entertain you guys.
Better.
Right. Yeah, salute to all the people with business. Hit us up if you want to promote businesses too. If you're making soap, if you're making candles, hit me up because Danny will buy them all. You know what I'm saying? You got t-shirts, socks, whatever you got. We're here to promote everything, bro.
We do our artist spotlight, so you can always
and that's for anybody. For anybody, hit me up if you want to be in the artist spotlight. Even if you want to come in, I offer 5 minutes of fame. If you want to come in and actually talk for 5 minutes, we've had people give coupon codes special to the chat. So we're down to just spread the love, because we help each other out. We want to take care of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to her Sneaker Bolt. She reposts female sneakerheads on her Instagram, so make sure you go give her a follow.
You need your car hooked up, hit up D Blake, because he got that work. Oh, salutes to the Trap 2.0. They started another battle come September. $1,000 pot, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So, we'll all be tuned in for that.
Yes.
We good with our announcements now? I don't want to cut anybody off.
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
So I am Hella Laced, aka the best in the West.
It's your favorite, hopefully not suit customizer. Word Customs. Welcome back football season. So Sundays you might see me a little disengaged sometimes. Hopefully Cowboys don't play during our shows.
This is when y'all get to see Word be hella emotional and extra during football.
Super emotional.
So be prepared.
Don't
She will
fight
you. She'll fight your Nana and your fish over her Cowboys.
The
I am Caramel_Wonder, aka Danny. Caramel_Wonder on Twitter and on Instagram. I'm your tie-dye sock lady, and one member of Beast Coast. Yes, we whooped Hella Lace and her team. And we and I think that's it, y'all. Peace.